phone. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. Oh my lord. I love this so much. Can you please focus correctly? Autofocus. Stop going in and out. Come on. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. We good now. Okay. Don't like this angle though. Phone, you can focus at any time. There we go. Okay. Get in contact with me, Discord. Let me turn off this light in the back. My grow light. Maybe that's what's causing it to go all funky on it. Could also be lighting as well. So let me go ahead and try. Change the angle of the lighting, perhaps. Yeah, I think that's the best I'll be able to get. Let's go with... Gotta get the stream posted to the Discord. Oh. I'm trying a new phone, and that's why I'm having a little bit more of a technical difficulties normally than what we normally have. Because generally, this would not be doing the weird pulsating in and out, because generally I think I have mine set to a manual focus. But I have yet to do that, so... I'm hoping that it doesn't do that again. Because that was a little bit annoying. The Discord link is in the description. And keeping any Fatal species is practically the same. Sorry, not practically, is literally the same. Ooh, I go here. And this light is about to shut off again. Thank you. Oh, thanks. It's gonna keep on doing that until I get this other light going. because I've forgotten to turn it off or charge it yesterday. So I need to charge it. There we go. And we are good, I think. So I'm using a different phone as a camera. Uh, Hi Antimatters. Uh, I'm using a different phone now because I had to recently change phones because my old phone uh it decided to die on me. Not the phone I normally record with. That's actually a different phone from what was my like that was like my recording phone and all that. But my actual phone that I got calls on and stuff like that, that ended up dying. So I went in and I got a new phone. I ended up getting a Google Pixel. Hello, Ben. Um, Google Pixel 6a, and that's what I'm recording this stream with, and what I'm gonna be probably streaming with, because this one has a way better battery life than my other one. And my light is about to shut off again, so let me quickly get a better light on here. It's not better light, but because that other light's an actual like film light, but I can't keep that on because it's dying. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to put on this light correctly. Have it so it doesn't like block out anything important. Yeah, I made a little bit of a ruckus there. That's alright though. Oh boy, this is gonna become a fun one to figure out. That looks better. It's not good, but it's better. This new phone kind of comes with a new set of challenges that my other one didn't because okay, now it doesn't want to zoom in. Last stream that I did with the Atta, it was experimental. This stream, consider experimental too. I think that's a good enough. That looks good, right? I mean, it isn't as good as a shot as it was the last stream that I did of these guys, but I mean, it works. That's all what matters. Yeah, Atta Mexicana. It is the Atta Mexicana. Which they're doing pretty good, it looks like. Well, not looks like. They are doing pretty good. They've got quite the tower going. You can see some fungus that they're like kind of ignoring for some reason. I think they'll start not ignoring it soon. Looks like they're also moving around some fungus as well. I'm thinking about knocking down this tower of just fungus so that they like build it more broadly instead of building it really tall. So, yeah. Yes, that this queen is absolutely massive. No, I don't want to. What is going on? No, please. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Hold on. It's not show chat for right now. Oh, okay. The autofocus on this phone is really strong. like really strong. So, yeah. But I think we're good now. I think we're good now. I won't be able to zoom in all the way like I was last time, but it's good enough. It still's decent. There's quite a few minims in this colony now, and the fungus is growing quite nicely. It about doubles in size each week now, which is pretty awesome. Although they are still too scared to go into the outworld, which I find is hilarious. I can't wait for the day that these guys just completely explode in population. You know, the fungus just grows massively. Well, I'm going to take away the light because I want to make sure that I turned off my notifications on here, because if I didn't, that'd suck. Okay, I did. Got some Pogonomex occidentalis. Give them seeds. Honestly, they're a pretty easy ant species. Just give them seeds, give them protein, they'll live. Pogos are some of the easiest ants ever, especially occidentalis. They're just honestly, I find occidentalis pretty interesting. The colony that I had sadly passed because they were stupid, and it was just a whole issue. So I no longer have occidentalis, but they were interesting ant species to say the least. Barbados are pretty cool. I just... What in the world was that? Oh, I didn't turn off my notifications for this phone. Fun. Uh... Why do I do that? Okay, it's do not disturb mode. Alright, there we go. Shouldn't have a horrible noise like that again now. But yeah, my plan is probably just to have the stream run for as long as my phone decides to stay on. Which I don't know when that will be. I just want to see how long this would go for if I was to use this mainly as streaming. Because the other phone, I can go for at least an hour, and there would be no issues at all. And then eventually, like it pretty much dies pretty quickly when it comes to streaming. But this phone is oopsies. This phone, I'd imagine, will last a little bit longer. Oh, fun. This phone doesn't have a case yet, so it doesn't grip very well. This stream is going to be a little bit of a mess. Very tiny bit. You can focus. You can focus. You can focus. You got it. You got it. You got it, phone. You can focus. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, it's Atta Mexicana. I'm gonna quickly go plug in this small film light, so that we'll be able to get actual good lighting eventually whenever it charges. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And there we are. They do most of their cutting and stuff when it comes to their leaves during like early morning and like night. So they aren't going to be doing much of that because they just don't do it for some reason during that time. They do have some flour in here, but they have yet to actually cut it up. I missed any chats when I was gone. This is the largest species I have. This is the largest species in the US. Like the largest species in the entirety of the United States is this right here. That queen. Although the workers don't exactly look the part. I really do need to clean off this like area here, like the actual container, like the sides of it, so that I actually get good video. Hello. Now, I wonder if for some reason the chat gets in the way of you being able to like zoom in, which I think is a really stupid thing. Like, I just want to zoom in. Come on. What are these three buttons down here? Okay, those are nothing. Okay. Please just let me zoom in. Even when it shows no chat, like if for some reason does not allow me to, it says chat hidden, and it still like makes me click on a button and like says something about me needing to remove a thing or something. It's really confusing. Oh, come on now. There we go. So I guess we have to deal with this type of shot for the entire stream because I noticed that with the other camera as well. Like I was only able to like set up the really close-up shot in the beginning of the stream, and then I wasn't able to do it at all for the rest. It was very annoying. But I mean, the good news is at least that it's good. Yeah, Atta grow very fast. If you watched the 800 subscriber video when I showed off when I first got this colony, they did not have this massive new white fungus. They were like just at ground level. Wag shoddy. Thank you for your thank you for your contribution, Atta Enjoyer. For being the Atta Enjoyer, you don't have any Atta. uh they aren't very big really. This is Atta Mexicana. Uh Yannick, I think. I could get Atta with my Paraponera. Yeah, you kind of you on your Ponera stage, I'm guessing. I don't I don't really like Ponerines or anything. Any of like the primitive ants, I don't like them. Other than Odontomachus, I'd be willing to get Odontomachus. One day, I'll have Odontomachus again. They were interesting. They were fun. Desert Torum and Claris are amazing. I really want them. Who's gonna turn down a free clavicle? Yeah, I mean, at least he'll get a good specimen out of that because they're like stupidly sensitive. Where are these native to? These are from the United States. These are like southern Arizona ant, I think. Yeah, they're like only found in one state, and that's like really, really close to the border. But their range is apparently expanding, I believe. They've been slowly going more into Arizona. Uh, for some reason, I forget why. I think just the habitat's starting to get better for them. So they're slowly but surely creeping into Arizona. She got to recognize her nest. Great. Actually, that's pretty awesome. I know Stein has a few queens, and I wonder how they're doing. Sorry, I'm talking to my cat, who's like just chilling on the floor by me. What is that? That's scab. It is okay. Hmm. That queen is literally standing on her hind legs. That gives a very good shot as to how big that queen is. I went through an Atta stage. I'm gonna go back to what Atta Enjoyer said. I went through an Atta stage. I enjoyed Atta a lot. Or like I was really excited to get them when I first got Atta. And then I got them and they're like, yeah, I mean they're cool. Like I really like Atta. There's a reason why I got a colony. Like they are a cool and fun ant species. I really wanted to keep them again. Uh this time I'm a little bit smarter because last time it was back in 2019 when I had them. It is now current year, so I know a little bit more about keeping them than before. I like fungus growers a lot. I was planning on getting Acromyrmex and Trachymyrmex as well, but that ended up falling through. But hold on. I've never had a leaf cutter acro. Yeah, uh, it all depends on where you're from, to be honest. Some people can just catch them just like right outside. Other people have to spend a decent chunk of money like me. Trashy mermaid. Hey, Trachymyrmex pamane, which was the species that I was gonna end up getting, is great. Like they are very good. I'll have you know. They're literally just like slightly smaller Arizonensis, but like they get a little bigger. Like when it comes to colony size. Acro are definitely the more picky of the two, though, from what I heard. Only Acro. And it all depends on where you're from. I mean, I have neither, so. uh, but yeah, Acro and Atta and all of them are pretty neat. I also almost got Sipho, so I almost was planning to get Atta, Acromyrmex, Trachymyrmex, and Sipho Just get all of the four big leafcutter ant genuses and just or not well actually fungus growers, not leaf cutters, because Atta and Acro are the only two leaf cutters. The true Atene, I think, is what they are known as. Atene? Adenine? Something like that. I know. I have never. I've had honeypots before. I've had Myrmecocystis, but he was Myrmecocystis mimicus, and they suck. They sucked so bad. But eventually, I want to get Navajo or Mexicanus because those two are actually cool, and those two don't just like die within a few days of you owning them. Mimicus are small. They die really easily. The people call them like Brachymyrmex. Like they just call them like the Brachymyrmex of Myrmecocystis because like they're a replete, but like they're small, they're tiny, they die extremely easily. They're by far the cheapest uh Myrmecocystis species. They're by far one of the smallest Myrmecocystis species and the ones with the highest mortality rates. There isn't many positives with Myrmecocystis in my opinion. I mean they're interesting, I think, but they're pretty much just like form like a small Neogagates group Formica species with repletes that also has a horrible mortality rate. Like the more expensive species like Navajo and Mexicana though, they are good. They have lower mortality rates. They're much larger. They grow a lot faster, I believe, than yeah, they do because Myrmecocystis take like 2 months to get from egg to worker. Like they are like it's crazy. I think a better comparison is Myrmecocystis is Prenolepis in Paris, but a little bit different. Oh well, I guess I just answered your question. Prenolepis in Paris is just polygynous mimicus, but they grow really slow, like 2 to 3 months. I mean, there are some people who I know who had like pretty decently sized Prenolepis colonies, and they were awesome. Like they seemed so cool, and I almost got one back in 2018. Like a nice like I think it was like a 250 worker colony of Prenolepis had one queen. Uh, but and then the falling through. They were oddly aggressive. I have kept Figley Prolifera. Oh, what in the world did you do, dog? My dog knocked over my one of my mesh lids. Fun. I've kept Prolifera before. I was actually going to show them off on the channel, and then they ended up dying. I don't know. I only got to keep them for like maybe 2 3 weeks before they decided to die. Um, yeah. Am I gonna keep pogos again? Probably. When? I don't know. One thing that is the thing is that like I don't really have a set grouping of ants that I plan on keeping or not keeping. Like if something comes up and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's for a good price. Okay, I'll get it." Yeah, Pogonomyrex barbatus is definitely larger than Occidentalis. Like the Atta, I wasn't even planning on getting Atta. I was originally just gonna get Acromyrmex and Trachymyrmex, and then I found a good deal with Atta. So I was like, okay, I'll just get Atta then. So I did. I was planning on waiting on Atta, like maybe wait a year or so to see how, you know, keeping or like keeping fungus growers again was gonna be like before spending a bunch of money. But these guys didn't cost too much. Rugosis and Barbatus are practically the same size. They're practically the same ant. I hope next year that I can actually I can't say that. Never mind. I forgot. Never mind. Never mind. If you're in the Discord server, you understand what's happening next year. Um, and I'm excited about. How much am I allowed to say? Because I'm not very sure as to how much I'm allowed to say. Well, I'll say this bit then, I guess. This spring I'm gonna end up driving around the U.S. with my family. We will be going to like North Carolina. We will be going to Florida, Georgia, places in the deep South, Dixie area. And then we're gonna drive across into like Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and then into Texas, down into Corpus Christi, where I was before. And then we may end up going into Mexico and then driving back up from like Puebla, Mexico, all the way back up to, or Veracruz, sorry, all the way up to back home. Oh, excuse me. Which means that there would be a decent amount of anting content early in the year. And that would be interesting. I really wanted to record anting stuff for my trip to Corpus Christi, but that didn't. That I ended up not doing so, which I kind of regret, but also not really. I saw Geminata, and that was the only interesting thing that I saw there. It was just some native Solenopsis Geminata. Otherwise, the rest of it was just taken over by Invicta. Oh, don't fall. I have literally zero experience with Patius. Just go onto the Discord links in the description of this and join the servers and probably find someone who does. I do not have anything. Really that much of anything. I think Badius require temperatures of like 85 to 90. Like they need to be high amounts of temperature in order for them to grow really well. But if you manage to do that, they're pretty easy, I believe. And then like if they go into like brumation or diapause, I guess, you will have to like, what is it? My dog is being very. You'll have to like put it down to like 70 or so. I don't know. What is it? Stateside Ants on YouTube. The shop. They made a YouTube video talking about the care of Badius. Let's get that put in. I guess I could say okay. So I'm gonna be gone for like from like Wisconsin, my area, for about a month in July. So Dory Myrmex, nope, never. No, I've never kept Dory Myrmex. I'm not very interested in Dory Myrmex, to be honest. They aren't the most interesting ants in the world. If I was given them for free, I'd probably keep them, but like I'm not gonna go out and search for them. Stateside ants and stateside ants. That's pretty much. That's not only probably going to be where you're going to get the cheapest deals, but it's also going to be where you're going to get the highest quality ants. Either that or find someone local, which you can find easily on Discord. It would probably be willing to sell to you. Not my Discord, but you could probably check out Ant Keeping Anthology, which is also in there. Uh, thing. But if you want to join that, you can join that too. That's where I chat most of the time. Yeah, they do. They have Badius. They have all sorts of stuff. It's Badius. I don't know. I don't know anything about Badius size wise. I know like general care and that's it. They just have majors and that's all I know. What I would recommend getting from stateside whenever they have them in stock is getting the Castaneus. Campanadas Castaneus are pretty cool. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, it does. Buckeye Myrmecology is a good shop, I'd say. I mean, I have no issues with that shop per se. Uh, I can't really say much in the realm of something. I mean, if Atta Enjoyer is in here, then he may know about. So, there's some things that he's done that was a little bit sketchy, but I mean, Buckeye Myrmecology is a perfectly normal place to get ants from. I could also throw in the fact that I'm gonna do a little bit of a self promoting. Uh, on Patreon, support me on Patreon, you get a 20 or 30% or 10 it's either 10, 20 or 30% off for stateside ants, which is pretty dang good in my opinion. He gave me the code and there's like and the person who ended up actually pledging never used it and it's just kind of sitting there. I've never even used it because I don't really buy ants from stateside, although I really want to. Maybe eventually get some promotional stuff. Hopefully, eventually. I could just talk to him about that, actually. I'm thinking about it. Cardicundila obscura. I'm guessing you're probably gonna get them from antimatters. Good old antimatters. Yes, sir. Yep, I could have guessed that one. I know he was looking forward to getting them on his shop to sell. Yeah, I should do more stuff with antimatters. He's a pretty chill person. I'd get indica, honestly. I would get indica. They are Megacephala and indica are some really cool ants. Like the two of them are amazing. I highly recommend getting them. Antimatters, Antymatters. He is a YouTuber and also a shop, a very good friend. He co-runs the Discord server, or I say my Discord server. It's really me. Uh, it's Antimatters, Ants England, Ant Ramblings, and I'm gonna count Stein. Despite him only being a mod, Stein is a big helper in the server. It's our four Discord server. We're like the four co-owners of it. Kind of have an oligarchy. It's just yeah. He's a good friend. And he sells ants and he sells like 3D printed like feeders and stuff like that on his site. Where is he from? He's from the UK. He is from England. Well, I think he's from England. I believe that accent is very much so like northern northern England. I think there's at least one person who's from the UK. I think it's Northern English is his accent. It's very unique, and I hadn't really heard one like it until I met him when we were on Aunt Oliver's channel. When the Hollifer did his little show. Hope he does more of those. That was cool to do. Especially for such a large channel of like his in the community, just kind of shouting out a bunch of smaller channels. It's like really awesome. Never getting Diversa. I've told this to people. Never in my entire life will I get Diversa. I do not want Diversa at all. They're just does more southeast ants, but has a lot. Yeah, so currently, if you want to get ants from there, because ants are very seasonal. I try checking out like in July. Like he'll do drops, which another reason why you should probably join stateside or and keeping an ethology. He announces when stuff goes out onto sale. Generally his stuff sells out fast because his prices are generally cheaper than other shops. so his stuff gets bought up immediately. And keeping an ethology, it's in the description of this video. It's the Discord link for and keeping an ethology. At least I think it's still there. If it's not still there, I'm going to be really confused. But I believe it should be because I never have taken it out. It's also on my in my channel. Like if you go to like my links, I think you will be able to find both Ants Anonymous, which is me, Aunties, Ants England's, all our Discord, and then Anti-Keeping Anthology. It is there, okay. Yeah, I'd be rather concerned if it wasn't. I think I'm part of it, the guy's name. Just look for the shops. There's a section in And Keeping Anthology that's just called Stateside Ants under shops. It's also next to Arthropod Antics, which is the person who makes who makes these nests here and these nests here. Funny, awesome. All right. There we go. Hold on a minute. I just noticed something that was going on with the Rhea. That's fun. Hold on. Yeah, I knew I knocked something when I was feeding them today. I guess I'll show you guys this, because this can be a learning lesson for you guys. So, that. This came loose. This just recently came loose, like literally a few minutes ago. And look at that. Already, it's this. Oh, let me view this message. Yeah, so make sure you don't knock stuff, okay? So, I'm going to quickly deal with that real quick. This is the first time this has happened in a very long time, so I'm not that worried about it. They have a decent amount of workers, and it just happened. Because otherwise they'd be trailing absolutely everywhere. But they aren't. So, geez, that's a big old super major that got out. I'm getting bit up. Ow. Alright, that issue's dealt with. There's gonna be a few, like, 100 workers just kind of running around, but Queen's gonna be in there. Everyone's in there. Ah, well. Nice job that I decided to show off the nests right as that was happening. Otherwise, that would have been a fun mess for me to clean up within. Oh my lord, can you please just focus? Thank you. Otherwise, that would have been a fun mess to try and clean up later. Yeah, no, I don't think I should. Hold on, I just heard a noise. Again. What are you doing? Oh, you want water. Okay. I need to tend to my dog real quick. I tended to my dog. they are big. They are bigger. Hold on a minute. Let's change the focus of the stream real quick for a second. So it's titled Atta Mexicana, and that is kind of point of me streaming. Oh my lord. This is the best time to lose the vacuum. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just give me a moment as I set up the tripod for the Atta, or the, not the Atta, the Rhea. We gotta set up that. It's gonna take a bit because this tripod is kind of annoying to try and set up. Okay, this is becoming a little bit more than I was expecting it to be as a difficulty. The wonders of setting up this stupid tripod. I shouldn't be salting it, it's helped me out quite a bit. There we go, okay. Stupid tripod has been set up. No more focusing on the blurry Myrmex that was happening over there. Let's get this set up here. Don't mind the absolute swarm of them that is currently happening since I knocked their setup and them escaping and all that. I'm not putting my hand in the Rhea. No way. Don't mind them eating that apple. We're going to focus on them now because I need to kind of clean up this entire mess, like pretty much the equivalent of Chernobyl. So, let me quickly do that. Audio is about to get a little bit hairy, so you may want to turn this down. Oh, it's not that loud, okay. The sounds of cleaning up an ant escape. Oh, more than just that unconnected. Oh my. Okay. Boy. Looks like everything's back to being connected. Also, something else disconnected. I'm guessing a cat got up here then. Oh, that's fun. Okay, oh boy, this is dying. That's fun. I am not doing it. No way. I got an ant escape to clean up now. That doesn't mean it'll be the end of the stream. I gotta just reconnect everything and make sure everyone is connected. Ow! Yeah, a few hundred got out, but I mean, that's why I have this stuff here, which is Erythromaceous Earth, I think. and pretty much this just kind of gets rid of the issue. It's like a natural... This is chaos. My cat just knocked down my water. Chaos, I tell you. This is definitely the most chaotic stream ever. Like, this is just... Sorry for me not reading chat. I'm trying to deal with the escape. Get out of here. I say get out of here, but I'm just trying to disrupt their trail as best as I can. Oh, and of course that light goes off. Alright, let me go grab another light. I know I haven't recognized a few of you guys who came to the stream, and I'm guessing you guys weren't expecting it to be this chaotic. And generally, it is not this chaotic. Generally, it is very calm and more or less just me talking to the chat, but the Rhea had a different idea. Okay, seeing as in that light turned off, I just grabbed the other light. Let's turn that on. A little bit worse, but that doesn't matter. Okay, everything's... Oh, no, grip. No, please grip on correctly. Okay, I think we should be good. Alright. I'm going to look over the setup and see if there's any other breaches that happened. As that normally happens. The air just smells like erythematous earth right now. Alright, so everyone except for like a few hundred members of the colony are still in here. Wow! That's a lot of brood in there. Okay. You guys keep on saying that you guys want me to put my hand in here. The Rhea's villain arc, honestly. Just crazy. Oh. Where did that Rhea go? Where did that major go? Here it is. That's the majors. This is the normal sized major. Right here. That is not a super. That is just the average size of a major. And for Fidole, that is absolutely insane. It looks like they were just beginning to do the trailing, so I caught it in the nick of time before they started just exiting through the floodgates. So I think we're good. However, I guess I will clip that because that was a little chaotic. Alright, well, seeing as we're here, I might as well feed them. Again. Before I was just feeding them an apple. And some more seeds. But... So, dig into the roach bin. Find some roaches. I'll feed them 2 roaches. Generally, I don't give them that much protein since they can literally just survive off of just like the seeds. Which, by the way, this is all their trash that they have made in around about 2 weeks. That is their actual their actual seed pile. Same thing with this one right here. Like right here is where it ends, though. So, and I wish I could find my scissors, but of course I do not know where they went. I'll just use my hands, I guess. And my hands, my tweezers. Look how bad roaches smell when you crush them. Let's grab this. Ah, there's a worker on my back. Oh, oopsies. I didn't mean to drop it like that. Now, this is when I'd wish that I could actually zoom in. But I can't. I'd go with both. Just feed them a lot. A lot of everything. Pogos need proteins, and they also need the seeds. Rhea, they kind of don't care. Like, I generally do not do this. I do not feed them roaches or anything like that. Like, I'll feed them some of this, and like, of course, they're mess of a seed, but generally, I'm not going to feed them anything else. On that note, though, I guess I might as well just get out the micro lens. Good luck on getting Pharaoh. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot you are not in the U.S. Sorry for the sudden darkness here. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely swarming. That's the apple. Ow, I'm getting bit. I think my lens touched the food. Ow. Yeah, they're on my phone now. Fun. They are very angry with my lens. Very angry. The thing is, it's not like it would hurt. Like, I could probably do that and it wouldn't do anything. I just don't want to lose more workers, honestly. I mean, you can see inside of their nest here. I see majors out and about outside of the nest. I'm trying to pick them up and throw them back in. The minors, I mean, an escape like this one, like what just happened, is probably gonna like that population will probably be replenished within like a week. Because of just like all of this brood. So much brood. Oh yep, and there's a worker outside of the nest. The queen is normally in here. You can see a male there. A male elate. But you can't really see much of anything in this nest because it's just a coat of workers. Like, you can't see anything. This nest you can, though. You know, there's a major, there's a few minors just kind of chilling around. There's some major pupae there. I think that's a late larvae right there. And then, so there's that nest. There's that over there, which just looks like a blur right now, but I'll get to it. Hold on. Gotta cover this. Move that. Move this. And I can't even do this one with a macro lens. I forgot about that. And yeah. This is where the super majors hang out. This right here is where the super majors are. All in here is where they are. And they never leave that area. They just kind of sit there and do nothing. Sometimes they'll come out. There's been a few times when I've been able to record them getting out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, them. Yeah, I know. It sucks. That just happened, too. Like, I literally accidentally I think it's either... A, I accidentally knocked this and this somehow, or B, it was the work of this cat here. Yeah, you. I think it might have been the work of the cat that managed to knock this here piece out and knock this tubing, which is a vital line for this nest. And I'm getting attacked by the escape workers. So, yeah. feed the cat to your ants. No, thank you. I don't think Twinkie would make a very good meal for them. These roaches, though, excellent meal. They love them. I don't know if you can hear them, but I can hear them. I can hear the ants. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear that, like, scratchy noises, but it is the ants. Just going crazy in here. And Oliver Messer escaping. Oh, I did it! I found out how! Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, I'm so happy. It finally allowed me to zoom in. It allowed me to zoom in for once. Today we fed a dead tarantula. Yeah, no, I don't have any dead tarantulas on me. Wow, bin. Yep. Will they allow me to zoom out now? Because I don't want to be zoomed in. Or are we now forever stuck being zoomed in? I think we're forever stuck being zoomed in. That's fun. Did the stream for 72 minutes? Will it let me zoom out? Hold on. We're gonna work on this now. Yo, this is the one thing that I find the most annoying about streaming. Oh, I accidentally just zoomed in more. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We got there. We got there in the end. Anyways, let's return here for a second as I'm going to retighten this down. Oops, I just turned down the volume. Oh boy. And let me take this here light source with me. Shine it down. Oh, I can't shine it down there because it's blocked off by tinfoil. I forgot about that. That's a tarantula. I have a tarantula. I ain't gonna feed it though. It's an alive tarantula. You know, like, it is very much so alive. I can. Hold on. Sorry about that one. We are going to. No, this is Lasiodora parabana. Right here, Lasiodora parabana. I have two of these actually. These are my two first ever tarantulas. You can see my reflection now. Fun. If I was to turn off that light. One more reflection? No more reflection. We're good. Lasiodora parabana is a species of, well, tarantula, quite clearly. But it is also, on top of being a species of tarantula, is the fourth largest tarantula species in the world. So, let me quickly take away the leg so I can see who's who. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to pick out a roach for her. Oh, you're moving. Oh, nice one. And now she goes. Nice. And she ate well. That was so audible, just like, whoa, bam! Should we feed the other Lasiodora parabana that I have? Because I have two of these. Both need to be fed. The largest ants I have were the Atta Mexicana, which were the leaf cutters. Do it. Alright, yeah, let's pull out. So she's down here in this one. So in order to access her, sometimes she doesn't eat because of the way that I have to access her, which is quite annoying as to how I do so. Sorry, I'm moving this so I don't get my face in the way. Oh, okay, we're good. Because she's on the more bottom level of the shelf, she sometimes does not eat. Honestly, I don't even know if she's in here. Well, I know she's in here, but I don't know if she'll eat. She's oh, there she is. Okay. She's generally the more picky one. I've had hissing cockroaches in the past. There she is. They are not a very good food supply, to be honest with you. They breed really slowly. They take forever and ever to breed. Take way too long to get to maturity. There's a reason why they're mainly kept as pets instead of as a feeder source. I generally do not have dubias. I have some dubias because I was given them by my work because these were from the colony. And they're a little bit too old to breed. So I was given them and... yeah, so my work just was like, here, have some roaches. So I was like, okay, I'll take them. But some of them I think can breed still, so I haven't fully decided to feed them all off. They breed fast, grow slow, is what I should have said. Oh. So I had to get out my extremely long tweezers. Not that I think she'd do anything except for try to run away, but... do I want to take this fully off? Yeah, sure, I'll take it fully off. You know what? I don't even have a catch cup nearby, so if something bad happens, I'm kind of stuck with trying to deal with it. You're too old to breed for sure. Take you. Here you go. Oh. There's a chance that she may be trying to molt as well. So I don't know if she'll actually take it. Oh. Do you want me to grab that for you? Go that way. Go that way. No. 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 You want it? Oh. Oh. No, instead she decided to kick hairs at me. Okay. Fun. So you aren't getting fed off today. It's lucky. Oh, but I don't want to put it back in here because it's going to end up giving me irritating hairs. I don't have any other tarantulas that are big enough. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. So she didn't want to eat. I think she might be getting ready for a molt. Well, here, look at... oh, no, not there. Look there. As I put this stuff away. Her setup is very heavy. There's a lot of dirt in there. Well, at least one of them ate. Besides for her, there's also like, there's one in here that I can't show really. Alright. There's like scorpions in here. Scorpion here somewhere. There it is. And there's a scorpion in here. Tarantula, slings, ants, and ants. So, oh, and wasps. These were for wasps, but is now a trash corner, pretty much. Yeah. Yes, I keep scorpions, wasps, centipedes, millipedes, roaches, water bugs, stuff like that. I keep everything. I try to keep a little bit of everything. Why are you running so fast? What scared you? I have a Vietnamese centipede. I want to get a second one that we've had at my work for a while, and no one has picked up yet. So I'm debating on buying it. It's only like $30, so I'm like, I might as well buy it eventually. I got bit by mine. Yeah, that sounds like a few days worth of pain, if not months. I like how this is supposed to be meant for an Adam. Yeah, we get a little sidetracked on this channel. You got to see it, my tarantulas eat though. That's pretty rare. Oh, that's a pupae. Would you also believe the fact that I was supposed to, for this Atta Livestream, just set it up and leave? But I've been here for an hour and 26 minutes. Yeah. I don't know. After this entire stream is gonna get put as a video, more than likely. You can always watch it back. I mainly am doing the stream because I'm procrastinating about doing the actual video I want to do. The hospital visit. Yeah, when you get bit by them, you need to go to the hospital. I'm very. That's why I got these like 2 feet long tweezers, is to make sure that I don't get bit by them, and also because I have a Florida bark scorpion, and hopefully eventually Arizona bark and maybe Death Stalker. Hopefully one day, whenever they appear again at my store or at the pet store I work at, because I want some Death Stalkers. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, my second channel. It's not linked in anywhere yet. Oh, Brown. Hold on a minute. You made me talk about the Brown Widow now. Yeah, she's over here. This is my most venomous, might actually be deadly, but not really, insect. However, of course, it isn't really focusing. She hides in there. She hides in there a lot of the time. Oh, you can see her. That like little brown thing. That's her. That's her massive butt. This is her setup. This is it. Oh yeah, and also for the other person, yes, I have some Tar Heel stuff. Just I never use it. Her babies are in here. Her babies live inside of these two. And I'm hoping to get at least one or at least two more brown widows from her egg sac. Besides for her, my other spiders include Bessie, who lives up here somewhere. Where'd she go? Hold on a minute. Let me grab the light. Bessie. Bessie, where is she? There she is. She's behind her webbing. There's Bessie. That's Bessie right there. She's chill. She eats my fungus gnats. And next to Bessie, down here somewhere, in this crevice, you see this other messy web. This is one of Bessie's offspring over here. And then, there's more of Bessie's offspring just kind of chilling out around here. I use spiders as a natural way of dealing with fungus gnats because I have, like the vivarium. Oh, don't mind that one on my phone. That isn't a photo of me, it's a photo of someone else, so I don't have to worry about it. Fun fact, this phone used to not be mine. My friend gave it to me. I keep on saying another moderator handles this whenever there's a message that for some reason the chat holds. I don't. Is Antimatters? Are you still here? I'm gonna call you out personally because I think you're the only moderator besides for Elijah. All right, we're back to Atta. Unless it's just like an auto mod that's doing it all, which could be a chance. Think he dipped? Okay. Oh, okay, then it is definitely an auto mod because I don't like it's literally only him and Midwest Antics who are mods on this. Oh, and Elijah. And Elijah's ants. Those are my moderation team for my streams. $180. That's less than what I paid for him. So Europe gets cheaper ADA prices because they get ADA more often than here in the U.S. We'll ADA Mexicana more often than in the EU or in the U.S. Sorry, we aren't we weren't lucky in the fact that we only have like a very small area where they're actually found, and it's been incredibly hard to catch queens of them. Uh, Actually, there's an entire video made by Arthropod Antics on YouTube of his journey trying to catch Atta Mexicana. Very good video, very thought out video. I like it a lot. It is a I like his enchant. Go check out Tyler, Arthropod Antics, whatever you want to call him. He is awesome. My colony is like I bought them for 350 workers. Probably a good 150 of them died when they were getting here, and then now they're up to like probably probably like 400, I'd say, counting minims, not the actual normal majors, because minims take like probably like less than 3 weeks to go from egg to worker because of how tiny they are. I love Arthropod Antics. I do too. No homo to him, of course. I hope to chat with him again. Uh, like actually in person. It's been about 5 years since I've actually seen Arthropod Antics, the person himself, in person. When he used to live in he's from the Midwest, so we've known each other since like 2018. Hopefully I'll be able to see him this coming up May, I believe, when he comes back up. Be pretty nice. 93 minutes. Yep. Mm-hmm. My cat is just like begging to be pet. 50 to 150 workers for reference for ADA. That is like literal nanodix. I've only saw Arizona places by him. He's been to uh he comes up to Wisconsin, where I'm from. He comes up to Wisconsin every year in spring. He actually normally he's only around about 3 hours away from me during May, but I wasn't able to go see him this year. Uh, Next time he's coming up is in Christmas. Not going, not doing anything then. So yeah, I hope to make a video with him though. That would be nice. Both of us have been doing this whole YouTube thing for as long. Where's Madeira Canyon? Madeira Canyon is all the way in Arizona, It is it's a canyon between a few mountains, I forget. How to get Arizona and Wisconsin? Ways. There's loopholes that you can use and abuse that exist, and I've used them in the past, including right now. Hello, cat. Look at this. Hi. Hello. Right up in my face. To get ants. Yeah, it's I don't know how to explain this. I've explained it before in my Discord. You go into the Discord, you can probably find me chatting about it. Pretty much, you can own ants in state. Like, the ants. How do I explain this? You can keep an ant species in a state where it's not allowed, and you would be still, like, somewhat fine with it. Like you'd be okay, I believe. Um, but like it's the ant that's illegal. It's not the person. Like you keeping them is fine because it was already in the state. So it's just the ant that is legal. So you just have the ant taken away from you. You wouldn't get any type of issue. It's weird. I don't know. U.S. laws when it comes to ants is extremely, extremely, extremely stupid. I've I've been a very vocal point. I've made multiple vocal points about this. Like you are. It is only because. Uh, no, I don't actually. Fun fact, I do not. Elliot, well, actually, no. You found an Easter egg there, South African ants, because that video is now gone. You commenting on it made me realize that it was that was still up. I thought I took that down, but thank you for making me aware of that. um, uh, yeah, it's stupid. I'm hoping that eventually this blanket ban will just be lifted completely and just have like a blacklist is a lot easier to manage than a whitelist. Blanket ban. So basically what's going on right now with the US with the ant keeping is that since fire ants came into, like public knowledge and all that, when they came out and like were like ravaging the US back in like the 1960s 70s, the USDA decided, hey, let's go ahead and just do a complete ban on all ants, no matter what. So if you had like Formica subspacia and you sent it to Wisconsin, which also has Formica subspacia, that's illegal. That is illegal. It's really dumb. It is super, super dumb. So like a lot of species, such as Atta mexicana, Fiddlearea, stuff like that, that many that like literally pose no threat. Like if they were to get out, they die. Especially Atta mexicana. Uh, they they don't really pose any harm, and I think there's a few people within the USDA who are trying to get this fixed. They're trying to get people to come to their senses about the fact of that like stuff like this like within the hobby really does not matter. Uh, I know a lot of people like when certain isopods get banned, or even like people within like the snail community and stuff like that. Snails, mind you, are way worse than what ants would have been if they ended up getting out. What about getting ants not allowed on eBay? I mean, okay, so the USDA, in all of its in its greatness and glory, does not care about the ant trade. To put it completely simply, like fine and everything. They do not care. The amount of sellers who I know like who like do a lot of the stuff like illegally, not using loopholes like I do. They are known by the USDA. They are very known by the USDA. Uh, Antvault, which I made a video on, they don't have permits. They have no permits, and they're selling on like a mass scale. And the USDA knows this. It's very public knowledge that they don't have that. Like the USDA are quote unquote investigating them, even though they have a lot of evidence to use against them. They haven't done anything. There's another shop, a shop that I eventually want to make a video on, that does the same thing, does it extremely without loophole, without anything. Uh, and they're well known. They're also known to be under investigation by the USDA. Once again, tons of evidence to use against them, and the USDA just seem to not really care. Along with a few groups on breaking ants, yeah. Uh, Along with a few selling groups on Discord and stuff like that, the USDA are known. They know about these groups. They actively know about them, but they don't seem to care. I know multiple of them had been sent letters by the USDA on multiple occasions, but that's all they get, which is just weird. It's a law it's a law, but no one enforces it because I don't think they know how to enforce it at all. Because each organization that tries to enforce it, whether it be Fish and Wildlife, Customs, and stuff like that, they seem to not exactly have. They aren't uniform in the way of like how they're going to enforce it. Sometimes someone comes to your door and takes the ants. Other times they don't. It most of the times they just send a letter. So I don't know. It's weird. And a lot of the communities come to realize that the USDA just doesn't do anything about it. Neither does Customs, neither does really anyone. So yeah. There's my little TED talk about exotic ants and about how the USDA just doesn't care at all. They care about other species like snails. They really care about snails. Like if you were caught with snails like being like shipped in, you will get a felony. Like no matter what, you are going to get a felony. But with ants, they do not care. So there you go, Rob M. There's your explanation. I use loopholes, and the USDA does not care that these loopholes exist. That's about as far as you're gonna get with that. Favorite ant species? Probably these guys. Yeah, it is very interesting. I mean, I understand why people want to do it legally. I'm never gonna bash people doing it legally. I think that they should. Uh, why I am being a hypocrite in doing it with the loopholes, which still legally technically. Quite simply, this is the fact that like I already have a lot of stuff that with the loopholes. I mean, it's. That's why most, like, literally all of my ants are only US based. I have literally no ants that come from out of the US. All of them that I have right now are all US based ants because I know that there is the loophole that I can do with those. With ants that are like foreign, there's no such thing. Like there is nothing that would be like. And even then, when people got their who I know who have gotten ants caught at customs, like coming into the country, they were also just sent a letter. It's weird. It's weird. I it's such a weird law, a law that nobody enforces, or next to nobody does. That colony I do not have anymore. I got rid of them because of the fact that that would be a lot. That was a poor choice on my end. So I decided to get rid of them. They are no more. Their nest is still here. Like their nest and everything is still here, but the colony itself are gone. Not sold gone, but like gone. Why did you get rid of them? Because it wouldn't be a smart idea. It wasn't smart of me to get them. That's another thing. You won't see me get Invicta ever again. Like I'm never gonna get Invicta because Invicta is one of the ones that they actually do truly care about, and Invicta is just in general just it's a stupid ant to own. At least if you're not in a state where they are common, where they're commonplace, it's stupid for you to own them. Why'd you get rid of them? Because that would be extremely law breaking. Not just our law, but like Australian law. Oh, Bolance. I am never gonna keep Bolance. I've been given the chance to get Bolance, but Australian law will affect our law as well. So if I was to be found, which there's videos of my Consabrinus online, uh, I made an entire series of raising them and stuff like that. But then I ended up just like deciding that the risk factor isn't worth it. It is not worth keeping them for. So now this is going on a public way of stating this. The Consabrinus are not here anymore. They are dead because I knew that it was just stupid to own them. I'm never gonna mess with Australian ants. They're way too. I guess hot would be a good word to use. It isn't. If you're in a public space and you're posting them, it's not smart. And I learned that, so I just said, no more. I changed my ways. I'm not doing anything with ants outside of the U.S. anymore. What about with proper permit? Maybe if I could get proper permits, which that takes a very long time to get for ants outside of the U.S. I know nobody personally, even good friends with stateside ants and all them. They have zero permits for ants outside of the U.S. that they are like allowed, and stateside ants. They have an entire facility. They have a USDA rated facility that they use so that they can house these ants and keep them and do all that. That's why Stateside Ants, who is based in Wisconsin, I like literally a few hour drive from me, why they have all of these like rugosis and all that stuff, and they're doing it like legally. Like they can they got that entire like setup. Like I really want to go see their facility because it is really cool. From what I heard from the owner who runs the entire thing, it's literally one guy. Uh, his facility is really cool. I really want to go see it. No, never. Not African ants. Lyometopum piculatum, they were killed. They were one of the colonies that got culled alongside the Consabrinus. Not because they're like they're from the U.S. I can get them whenever. Uh, but they were so much work. Like they were like whenever if they were to escape, it would be like 10 times worse than if my Rhea were to do an escape. Uh, yeah. Because like how Limatopum work is that they'll have like the best way I can call them or what I can like say about them is the fact that uh Limatopum apiculatum are kind of like army ants in the way that they have constant trails going and the colonies number into the hundreds of thousands. Like they need so much room to trail. Like, so much room. Like, you could give them, like, easily 10, 15 feet of trailing, and they will still want more. Rhea are kind of the same way, but Rhea, they are very much so easier to control. Limatopum, nuh-uh. They are not easy to control at all. Because they are big ants, and whenever they break a barrier, they break through it very quickly. Like Rhea, they'll like break through a barrier and they'll be like, oh okay, I can get out now, and then they take forever to actually start trailing properly. Uh, and generally, if you check on it every day, you'll be fine. First piece, Fiddly Navigants. Fiddly Navigants are horrible. See you later, Rob. It's insane. I can keep on streaming for probably another like 4 hours. See you later. Uh, if I wanted to, I don't think I will. What time is it even? It's 2. Okay. I need to end this stream so I can go do the thing that I was planning on going to do originally. Uh, if you guys haven't done so, like the video. Oh, wait. Before this ends. Uh, second channel. There's a second channel that I have. I posted a video of them like a video on that channel. It's called Ansant 2. Oh my lord, my cat is stealing my roaches. It's called Ansant 2. I'll probably get a link to it eventually into this description. I really need to do that for the streams. Um, yeah, I'll make a community post after the stream with that video because it's an interesting video. Me and my friends go out to Michigan and we do a bunch of stupid things and explicit language used. It's the second channel with all my friends and all that. So, you know, in South Africa they aren't invasive. They are very native. They are from South Africa. Fiddly megacephala. But yeah. Besides for that, I'll talk to you guys later. Check out the server, Patreon stuff, funny stuff like that. It's all in the description. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Probably in a video, maybe a stream. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm ending the stream now. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.